Hello everybody! Today for Creative Creatures, we're going to see how I draw Doggo-matic. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. And literally a quick sketch, because if it's going to be robot parts, I'm not too worried about the details. Like, that'll be done with color. Or, I'm sorry, with the Sharpie. But, I just want to just get the idea real fast and then get going. Because again, like I said, most of the details are going to come out as I'm drawing the Sharpie. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. So we're going to make Robot Dog. That's pretty much it. But, you know, we're going to try to have some fun. And so what I'm trying to do too is I'm kind of basing it on Spot, right? Is that who he is? The what is their name? The oh my gosh, I completely forgot their name. Hang on, I can look it up. What is their name? Boston Dynamics. That's the company that is. Ooh, let's do that. Ooh, what if I do this? What if we? Okay, so I was thinking about putting some kind of laser eye thing on him, and let's flip him backwards. Let's mix it up. Oh my gosh, and we'll derpy dog him too. We'll make him a little derpy dog. But yeah, so that's the whole idea, is the Boston Dynamics dog that they made. I just kind of like the idea of it. So, you know, we'll just do some kind of weird little robot dog, basically. But I like the different ones they have. There's like almost like a Trojan horse, not Trojan horse, but I guess they're calling it a horse or a donkey or something. And that's one. And then there is the smaller one. And if you saw the picture I did from the beginning, it's super, super crazy, because that's kind of where they're going with it. It's kind of this strange. Well, you know, I take it back. I don't know. That could have been a Photoshop picture, so I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say this is where they're going with it, because who knows where they're going with it. And what I'm trying to do, too, is make it like a compact, robotic type kind of thing that is contained. Like, I want to do wires and all kinds of the robot stuff we do, but I want to make it also like a compact, manufactured looking mutt, you know. And I'm gonna do like what they do with their feet, was just it's almost like a little rubber foot. It's not even like a paw or a hand, or you know what I mean. It's just a nub like that. And I guess that works for them, you know. I mean, they're successful, so they know what they're doing. So I think I'm good with that. I think yeah, let's get going. That was quick. And I'm not going to erase much, but I'm going to erase a little bit of it, because I want the Sharpie to stand out and not these pencil lines. But also, the sketch was all I really needed, so I didn't really do too much as far as dark lines. I was confident with my sketch. That's what it is, because I always say follow your confidence, not your sketchiness. But I was confident with my sketchiness. Confident with my sketchiness. I'm not confident with my speaking powers. As everybody says, words are hard. As Evan and Caitlin say, words are hard. You should go watch them too. They're awesome. Okay, let's switch over. Let's welcome everybody that skipped and get going. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point for the most part. I'm going to throw in the pen, but for the most part, I'm going to use a Sharpie fine point. Because the pen's a little finer and I can control the line width much better. But I'm going to go ahead and use a fine point to get going. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to guide us. So I'm going to start drawing what's in front, which is going to be this arm and this leg. I guess both legs if it's a dog. and get going. Okay, so again, I talked about this in the sketch. It's kind of based on the Boston Dynamics. So we're going to add some parts and robot stuff and see what we can do. Okay. All right, so there's my manufactured robot part. And so I'm going to add a little bit of, like, again, manufactured edges and stuff like that. But I kind of want color to take care of a lot of that stuff, and I'm trying to make it look contained, like it's a complete housed unit. In other words, not wires going everywhere and stuff like that. I want this futuristic and streamlined. All right, so for his leg, I'm gonna come in here and do one of these. Ooh, you hear that? You hear that? That's progress. That's work, son. All right, so maybe not that thin, but I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with what I did. And so for his legs, I'm going with their design, where it's kind of like this nubby stump. And I would say, like, I don't think that's a good design, but you know what? They're the ones who did it. They're the ones who are successful, so I can't argue with their style. All right, so kind of that's what I'm gonna kind of base the entire thing on now. So we're gonna say this one, I'm gonna turn it a little bit like this. So I'm gonna say it's more of the flat piece here. So I'm gonna come in and do this. And so this little thing is kind of hidden by the way it's turned, but not as much. So we'll say like that. Okay, so now we're looking at, so if this is an edge, we'll just do like that, just to do kind of an edge. We'll say it's more like this time. So you're seeing more of it turn like that. So this little part is hidden back there. So that's what I'm just basically saying, is that the edge is turned a little bit. So I'm gonna come in here and do this again. Maybe not as much, because this is more of a side view, and this one, if this is pointed straight at you, you're not seeing, like if my finger is curved like that, if it's more pointed at you, you're not seeing as much of the curve. So I'm dialing it back just a little bit. And just doing like the nub. So like I said, it's more facing you than the side profile view. Something like that, okay? And again, we're making this up, so don't feel obligated to get it perfect. But I want to smooth this out, but that's kind of the idea, you know? Again, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we're gonna be somewhere in between. So now I want to connect it, and we're gonna say that since this is the housing, we're gonna do around the arm like that, and that's where it's connected inside. So we can't see this. I'm gonna go back here, then I'm gonna say again, this is the housing, and now I can see more of the connection. So we're just gonna do kind of like something like this, just to draw robotics and parts, just to kind of give it the internal mechanism. Okay, and so there's stuff inside there, and that's where the wires are and whatnot. But we're just going to show like a little bit of the mechanized look. That's it. Not too crazy, not too crazy. But yeah, but that's the housing basically. So I'm going to say it's going to come back here like this. We're going to draw the top of it like that. And here's where we're going to get really super crazy. So I'm going to put the head back here, and there's still going to be like a front sensor type kind of thing, but I'm kind of reversing it. And I'm going to make robot parts now. Now, the nice thing about robot parts is we do whatever we want. This is all about us. So I'm just going to kind of, let's say if this is the back, going back here, connect it like that. I'm just going to start making up stuff just to kind of show that it's mechanized, it's robotic, and has just parts all over the place. Kind of. Again, I kind of want to make it contained and smooth and inside here. So let's do this. Let's do like this. And I'm going to draw. Because I'm making this up, I'm just kind of just going with the flow. I don't know what I'm doing, basically, is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm just kind of saying, well, let's do this. We'll do some kind of mechanized part. Then we'll just say, how about we do something like that? And again, I'm just kind of making it all up, so you do what you want. And I don't even know how this is connected, what's hollow, what's empty, what's solid. Maybe I'll take care of that with color. Just kind of playing around with the ideas. Right? Awesome. Okay, so I'm giving him some kind of face. So we're gonna do, how about we do something like this? Here's the side of his head. Let's do this. Let's give him like a little bionicle, not quite an ear, but like an antenna. Bioniconized ear, something like that. Okay. And I don't even know where this is going. I'm just, again, drawing parts just to see what it does. Ooh, let's connect this. All right. Okay. So I want to give him like three eyes. Okay. So we're gonna do one like this. That way, we're also again kind of breaking it up into something a little different. So for his muzzle, for his nose, let's do. Watch what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something crazy. Now, what I'm trying to do, the idea is, what I'm trying to do is make like almost like a snout with some kind of electronics. You know, like it's not really a snout, but it does kind of look like it because of the way that it's placed. You know, that's the idea. That's what I was going for. Something like that. And so for the eyes, let's do, how about we do a little circle on the inside. Let's see if I can do all of them. This one, since we're looking at it more of a side view, we're gonna do like that. Awesome. How's yours coming out? Cool. Okay, so now the idea is we're gonna close it off and do the other ear. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when we get, ooh, let's do this. Instead of closing it off like that, I'm gonna come in, do a little something like this. Again, just kind of mixing it up, making it a little different. Then we'll do the other side. We'll say it's just kind of a, you know, kind of a different shape. Instead of just making it solid all the way, making it different, right? Okay, so since all we can see on this part of the ear is the, on this one, is the antenna, we're just gonna do that. Let's just draw it up. And I'm trying to make it hollow so I can color inside there, but if you don't, it's no big deal. Awesome. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, so for his front, I wanted to do some kind of like bridge across, because in one of the Boston Dynamics they have like a bars going across the top. So I like that idea of something on top, something on the bottom. You know, so it's a little manufactured, a little it's necessary. You know, it's there for a reason. Don't know what though, but you know, it's there for a reason. So that's kind of the idea too behind designing this, is like I want to make it like there's a reason this stuff is here. You know, it may not be evident to us and we may never know about it, but we're kind of telling a story with the drawing. That's where I'm kind of going with this. All right, and again, I'm just making this up too. So I kind of like that idea, so I want to do kind of the same thing here. Like this. And we're going to say this one's coming in, doing the same thing. And how did I do that? Okay, so that's going to be across. Now that I know what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of bump it. I didn't before. And that'll kind of guide the I guess the panels that are going back. Just kind of give it that some texture, so to speak. Something like that. Alright, and we'll also say that you can see through it, like this one is clear or hollow, you know? Alright, I like that. I like that a lot. So, I'm going to come up here and give it another edge. Ooh, and let's do like a big camera type kind of thing. Because that's kind of how their spot is. It's got something in front. It's a little small here, bigger there. That's okay. No big deal. We'll do, ooh, let's do this. We'll do like it's contained inside there, you know, like it's a different level. Yeah, I like that. Let me close this off. Something like that. Perfect. Then we'll do like a colored panel in there, like a monitor or something, you know. Okay, so for his top, like I said, I just thought of something like maybe let's do. This is going back. Then we're gonna do some kind of something over it. So let's do something like that. We're gonna say that there's a raised section over here. Go down into it. Something like that. Okay, I like that. I like that. Let's go ahead and raise this up and let's do another one. Like that. My hand's a little shaky, so we're gonna go ahead and try to clean that up a little bit. And then we're just gonna close it off like this. Just so there's just something a little mysterious, a little, what is that on top, you know? Where does that go? What does that house? And then we'll add like maybe a little bit of a mech compartment. Like something happens here. You insert or ooh, let's do that. Like you insert some kind of USB port or something. You know what I mean? This is where you patch stuff in. You know, something like that, because it could be buttons, it could be a patch. We'll do another readout panel like that here. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right. So that's pretty much the front, and I kind of want to do something underneath too, almost like it's going down. So let's go ahead and do it. Something like that. Don't draw through your arm like I just did. But we'll do it almost like what are those jets that have the big hollow vent type kind of thing right there. So let's do it with the big one. I'm gonna do something like that. You know what I'm talking about? That's got that whole hollow section in there. I don't. I just know what I'm seeing, what I'm referencing, and we'll just say that it's a whole hollow section in there like that. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. So let's just do his other arms, and I think that's going to be it. So now we're doing the other side. So again, we're just going to bring it down. Then this arm's coming through. We do the little bend. We're going to do, kind of looking at what I did. All right, now I add the detail in a second. Let's do this one too. So this one, do like that. And see, the whole idea is that it's housed. It's inside a manufactured container. All right. see, what do we do? A little housing on the side, y'all. There you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So for creative creatures, that is dog-o-matic. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.